Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Monday Manifest. As per usual, I really don't know what to talk about, but you know what? I kind of have a topic now that I think about it. Basically, my topic today is actually going to be about Twitch etiquette because somebody in my stream was asking me if I had made a video on it, and technically, if you go back to like the first Monday Manifest, pretty sure it was the first. It's either the first or the second. I'm pretty sure I started the Monday Manifest after I got back from TwitchCon because a lot of things went down at TwitchCon. They've probably gone down before, but they actually affected friends directly, so it was a little bit more in my view. Granted, usually Twitter will unearth any shit that happens there because anything that happens anywhere shows up on Twitter. But yeah, just some basics basically basic um because the thing to understand first and foremost, because people like to complain all the time about different things on Twitch. They generally like to complain about women on Twitch because they don't like the fact that they get more views. But the thing is, with a lot of as with a lot of things on Twitch, that's like instant gratification because honestly, looking at the stats for the highest grossing like people on Twitch and everything, they're all dudes. Like all of the people who are up in the highest echelons of popularity on Twitch are dudes. And a lot of women get a lot of unwanted attention, which is one of the things that I'm going over today because it's never cool to be creepy, especially, and it's happened before, and it just sucks because I don't know. It just seems like common sense to me, but I know everybody, I guess, everybody processes things differently. So some people will be creepy, but not think they're being creepy or think that what they're doing is perfectly okay when it's really not. Especially like, okay, yeah, you know, this was about Twitch etiquette, but now it's just going into being like, don't be a fucking creeper because come on, just don't. Like you can enjoy somebody's work and be happy with somebody's work and interact with that person and not be weird about it, because 9 times out of 10 somebody is streaming on Twitch. Well, maybe it's 10 times out of 10, it depends, I guess. Everybody has different names. They're there to entertain people, to hang out. They're not there to put themselves out there for a relationship or anything like that, or to really have to form like truly intimate bonds with people. Like, I'll be the first to say it. Like, I know quite a few people. I've met tons of people on Twitch, but yeah, like, or would I consider them like close friends? Not really. Like, there are a few people that have been there for a long time that I've gotten to know. Yeah, that's how human relationships work. If you're around somebody for a long time and you have like common interests and stuff like that, yeah, you're gonna become friends. But you can't assume that just because you show up in somebody's channel, you say 3 things, or you like subscribe to them, that you're automatically like friends. That's not how it works. And that's another thing, like throwing money at people on Twitch in no way entitles you to anything. Like that's completely voluntary. If you want to do that, go ahead, but don't expect anything out of it because that's not cool. Like I said, Twitch is a place to hang out and talk and everything. We're not there to be, I don't know, like your girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever. You know, that's just the truth. You know, and there's people that I'm really cool with on there, and there's people I'm okay with, and there's people that are just kind of there. That's how it is. You know what? Even as somebody on Twitch, as somebody who is there to entertain people, like we're still humans. We still act the same way humans do. We have the same responses to things. We have this like there's boundaries and stuff like that, and those usually get crossed way too much. And sadly, a lot of people let it happen because they're so desperate for the attention and for the growth, but in the end that's just gonna really fuck with your mind, and it's not something that you should really have to deal with anyway. Like, I know I myself have been cracking down more on stuff just because I'm like, I want this to be a good place for my community, and I don't need, like, extra bullshit. Like, I was letting people do shit at the very beginning, and even later on, but now I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. If you can't, like, obey the rules or just be a decent person, then you don't need to be here, you know? And honestly, not every, like, my stream isn't for everyone. That's true of anybody's stream. Like, nobody's content is for everyone because everyone has different tastes. So it's impossible to make content for everyone. Like, there's no way to completely satisfy every person because, like, their view is going to be over here, or they may not care about the game, or they may not care about, like, what you're wearing. I don't know. There's so many different factors in it. But yeah, there's that. Okay, that turned into, like, that. Anyway, don't be creepy. Never expect something out of someone, even if you give them money, because unless there's a specific reward for monetary compensation, don't expect anything. This isn't fucking OnlyFans or Chatterbait or something like that. It's Twitch. If you want something else, go somewhere else. There's plenty of sites for different people. Don't pine after someone that you'll never, ever actually get to meet or have any kind of relationship with, because that's dangerous for you and them. If somebody blocks you, just, that's it. Leave it alone. There's so many other people. Don't try to force fixes on things that can't be fixed. Sometimes you're just not the right fit for a certain person. It sucks. Like, if you're cool, if you like them or you're cool with them, but that's how it goes. So if somebody blocks you, leave them the fuck alone. Don't try to get around that by going to different social medias and shit and trying to, like, apologize or anything like it. Just make amends, and there's so many people in this world. Find somebody else. And honestly, like, that's the thing, that if you cannot, like, just let it go, then you are a part of the problem, because that's a part of life, is letting go. It sucks. It hurts. But if that person does not want you in their life anymore, then stay out of their life. You have your own life to live. You don't need to bother that person anymore. That is a huge thing that's happened with so many people, like, especially female streamers, where somebody will cross the line, they get blocked or banned, and then the person tries their damnedest to get back into the community, and it's like, no, just find somebody else. Although that even sounds bad. Don't latch on to people. Like, it's cool to be a part of a community and hang out with people and chat with people, but if you're not a good fit, or if that person just does not like you, leave them the fuck alone. You know, or just watch their content quietly. But like I said, that's another thing. Like, even if you were subbed or you donated or something, if you get blocked, that's it. Like, that's fucking it. If you crossed a line, if you broke rules, and they block you or ban you, that's on you. And you just have to deal with that. And you need to, like, learn from that shit. Don't just keep, like, butting your head against a wall and trying to get through when someone wants nothing to do with you anymore. Yeah. Man, this is less about, like, Twitch etiquette and just more about, like, not fucking being weird. But, yeah. Anyway, let's get back to the actual subject. Because I think what my viewer was asking about was more like etiquette in chat between streamers. And one of the biggest things, granted, a lot of people are like, well, this is okay because it's free speech, blah, blah, blah. Don't go into someone's stream like 5 minutes before your own stream, and then when you leave, go, oh, hey, I'm gonna go start streaming myself now, this and this game. See you later. Like, just don't do that. Like, the thing is, if you're part of a community, if that streamer wants to shout you out, that's on them to do so. Don't shout yourself out in somebody else's stream. Don't go in there begging for follows or being like, "Oh, hey, check out my YouTube" or something, cuz it's like, no, this stream is not about you. Like, if they were having a just chatting stream where they're like, "Okay, like throw links, blah blah blah." Okay, then that's fine. But unsolicited self-advertisement in somebody else's channel is a huge fucking no-no, and it definitely isn't going to start you off good on good terms with them, because most of us don't appreciate that, because we're here to game and chat with our friends and not just see other people try to push their shit onto us. Because I'm like, no. Like, actually, somebody last night, they followed the stream, they joined my Discord, they sent me a friend request, and then they left my Discord. And I was just like, what was the fuck? What was the fucking point of that? Like, they didn't even say anything. They didn't even try to send me a message. They just sent me a friend request. And I noticed they had a lot of different like social medias and stuff. And I'm like, it felt like they were probably wanting me to try to follow them on all their shit. Like, they probably even unfollowed me like right after they followed me on Twitch. I don't know. Like, that's another thing. Don't fucking just like mass follow people to get a following and then unfollow them just so you can try to like promote your stuff better. Like, I already don't understand how people can follow like thousands of other accounts on like Twitter and Instagram. Like, I don't know if that's also a part of trying to kind of get like follow for follow or something, but I don't know. Like, I follow the people that I care about pretty much, and like a couple other things. And it's already hard enough to keep up with shit on Twitter or Instagram if you're following like a couple hundred people, because that's a couple hundred people's worth of like memes and sharing of other shit. And there's just so much going on all the time. Like, with thousands of people, how are you supposed to see anything? I mean, I know you can change preferences so you can see other people's stuff first, but that still boggles my mind. It's nuts. So yeah, don't just self-promote in there. Don't go in there. And another thing, because this happened a couple of times, and I didn't even ban this person, but they left on their own accord because I guess they were pissed off because I deleted their message, because they came into chat and they were immediately like, "How do you feel about dark jokes?" And I was like, not really a huge fan on here. You know, because on my stream, I'm more about positivity and shit. Like, obviously, we're still gonna, if like bad shit comes up, like, we're gonna discuss it. But for the most part, I'm there playing games, just have an environment for people to hang out and kind of relax. And I'm like, probably not something we need right now. And then they were immediately like, "Well, let's test the waters," and threw out like a fucking shitty ass joke. And I was just like, no, I just fucking said, if you feel like it probably doesn't need to be said, or you probably shouldn't say it, then fucking don't. Like, that's the thing. If you feel in a situation or in a community like your joke would be off color or not recepted well, or you just feel like you shouldn't say it, just don't fucking say it. Don't test the waters, because guess what? Most of the time, either your comment's going to get deleted or you're just going to get fucking banned for being a troll. And I mean, people can troll and be good, or people can make like jokes and stuff. But the other thing is, it's all about how comfortable you are with someone, because if it's like a long-time viewer and it's like their first time like doing something stupid, then you're going to be like, okay, whatever. If you just show up and you already start like spouting nonsense or being shitty, then more than likely you're going to get banned, because we don't fucking know you, and we're not going to take the time to know you if that's what we're greeted with. So yeah, like, trying to push boundaries or the rules immediately is another fucking huge thing. Like, don't do that. You shouldn't try to push people's boundaries anyway, because people's boundaries are there to be respected, not to be tested, because when you test their boundaries, that's when you're more likely to just be pushed out of their life. And then the only person you can blame is yourself for not like just playing by the rules, you know? Okay, so there's self-promotion, just being fucking stupid, and being like, especially, another thing is like being really demanding. Like, the one thing that gets me And it annoys me when I watch people's VODs too, or if I'm in other people's channels, is backseat gaming. Like, I hate it. I know that I'm not the best at like some of these games, but like when people are in there like, oh, well, you missed this, or you should do this, or like when you start directing and doing all that, then I'm just like, look, fucking stop. I'm just trying to enjoy this game. And the funny thing is, like, there's a no backseating tag on Twitch, but I feel like that actually attracts more people to try to backseat. But like, it's one of those things where check the rules. If they say no backseating, don't fucking do it, you know? Just don't. It's not that hard to just not do something when somebody tells you not to do. If you want to go to somebody else's stream, there's so many other streams out there where people probably don't care, but yeah. What else? Sorry, some back seating. We already talked about like being creepy and stuff. I mean, honestly, to me, it's hard for me to think of these things because to me, it's just common sense. It's like when you grow up and like, you know, it's like, don't chew with your mouth open. Make sure you turn off lights after you leave a room. All that stuff. Like, it's just something that's ingrained. So it's hard for me to think of it as something that needs to be learned because a lot of this stuff should have been learned when you were a child. Granted, like, some parents just don't give a shit, and I mean, I understand it all, but once you like become an adult, it is on you to figure out manners and etiquette and shit like that, and it's not that hard. Like, human society is pretty straightforward with a lot of that stuff, but yeah, it's just there's so many people that like come in on Twitch and all that, and I'm just like, how do you not know these things? Like, just why? Like, just it's just common sense. Like, you don't say certain things, you don't do certain things, you don't aggravate people more when they're already aggravated, you know, stuff like that. It's like, don't pick at open sores. It's, I don't know. There's just a lot, and it's really annoying when I see it like happen, or when I experience it firsthand, or when I see some of my friends experience it, because I'm just like, come on, just fucking go away. Stop. It's not that hard to be a decent human being, but I don't know. Apparently, when you're on the internet, that's just a toss-up or something. Anyway, I've probably droned on long enough. We just hit the 18-minute mark, but thank you so much for being here. Hopefully this enlightened some of you guys. Granted, I'm hoping that most people watching this video already know like these basic things. You know, don't just randomly self-promote any of your social medias when you're in somebody's like channel. You know, if you have art or something, like, ask first. That's the key to things first, especially with that, is ask. Generally through whispers, if possible. Because, you know, it's easier to communicate that way without getting in the way of the stream itself. But honestly, like, most of the people that I like to self-promote, or that I like to promote, I already have, like, set up in my bot or everything. And if I don't, when I see them, then I'll be like, hey, look, it's this person, you should check them out and all that. But, like, if you're new to the stream, definitely don't just go in there guns a-blazing trying to fucking throw your shit everywhere, because that will most likely just get you banned. Or at least have your messages deleted. Don't be fucking creepy. Leave people the fuck alone when they block you. Just move on. Never expect anything out of anybody when you give them money, because unless it's expressly stated somewhere on their profile, or if they're running like a donation drive and they have like goals or other like things, don't fucking expect anything out of it. Never expect anything out of anyone for giving them money. Like, shit. Just don't. Don't think that you're gonna, like, win their love by giving them money, because, come on. This is, like I said, this isn't a fucking dating site. It's Twitch. We're all just trying to play games and have fun, and donations are cool and they help for the streams and stuff, but that's it. Just leave it at that. Also, what was the other thing? No, yeah, backseat gaming. Always check the rules. Just check the fucking rules. And if there are rules against something, Don't do it. Don't try to push it because you're just going to get banned. And then you're going to be all sad because you're banned from a channel you like. But that's on you. That's on fucking you. Just don't do it. Don't fucking do it. Don't push boundaries. Boundaries are there for a reason. Anyway, I think that pretty much went over everything. That's how my brain works anyway. But be smart, be safe, and definitely keep watching my YouTube videos. Well, I mean, if you want, I don't know. Sometimes I wonder. I mean, I feel like I'm doing better, but at the same time, it also feels narcissistic to be like, hey, my shit's fantastic. But I mean, maybe it is. I don't know. I mean, and usually, it's good to be confident about your own creations, because if you're not confident about it, then other people aren't going to be very confident about it as well. So anyways, you guys really should check out my 4 videos of Paper Mario Color Splash, though, because that game is fucking fantastic, and I love it. But anyway, thank you so much for being here. You guys all have a fantastic Monday, and I will see you all next week.